Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, March 28th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am responsible for myself. And we are definitely going to get into being responsible for our minds today. We're going to dig into Mercury in Aries. For that, I want to give a brief overview of this week ahead. The biggest thing this week is dark of the moon into new moon. So we're going to have dark of the moon in Pisces. And dark of the moon in Pisces can be kind of like a free-for-all, who knows what from all of time and place and space could come forward. Any karmic things that need to be addressed that haven't been, this is the time that these things love to come up to the surface. This leads to a new moon in Aries. That new moon in Aries is late Thursday, early Friday. And this new moon in Aries is kind of like our second astrological new year. So our first astrological new year happens when the sun moves into Aries, and now we have the moon beginning a new cycle in Aries. So newness this week. That's why that Pisces energy, we're closing it out, letting these things go, but just be grounded and aware of that, and as always, cleansing your energy, cleansing your auric fields. So let's talk about Mercury into Aries. We had Mercury move into Aries on Sunday. It's only going to be, I just had a wolf delivery.
Inbound.
And outbound. Mercury in Aries is only going to be in Aries until April 10th. So this is a fairly fast transit, which Aries likes. Aries is like, all right, in and out. Aries, as the sign of ourself, this is a call for consciousness around who we are. This is a call for consciousness around our mental energy of who we are. Really being aware of what do you say about yourself to yourself in your mind. Now, this can be extended outside of ourselves. With Mercury in Aries, we may have actually very reactive conversations with Mercury in Aries to be very aware of. But again, I think that the focus of Aries is coming back to the self. With Mercury in Aries, we actually can find find ourselves. It's trying to combine those words, but find our way back to the truth that we came in with. And you know, all of the conditioning, all the stuff in the world, all we learn can take us away from these truths that we know about ourselves, these things that we think about ourselves. But with Mercury in Aries, these inclinations of who we are, we can come back to that in this energy. Now, we do want to be aware of selfishness, right? Because we can have selfish energy with Mercury in Aries, selfish thoughts. However, thoughts around the self can also be very powerful. So just be very aware of that through this transit. And like I said, the only other thing to be very aware of is reactivity. Reactivity in our mind, like something happens, oh my God, I'm so stupid, and just beating yourself up about it. Reactivity in conversations with others. Reactivity and selfishness in regards to others. Finding what your balance is. The opposite of Aries is Libra. So balance always helps with that Aries energy. So just keep that in mind over the next 2 weeks, right? It's a fairly fast transit. For today, we have the moon in Aquarius. Moon finishing up in Aquarius. Moon will move into Pisces. Like I said, we're dipping into dark of the moon territory. As the moon finishes up in Aquarius, it will connect with Venus and Saturn, and Venus and Saturn today are going to be conjunct. Now, this is so interesting because we just talked about selfishness with Mercury in Aries and that Aries energy in general. Now, this may actually be the antithesis of it. We have the Aquarius energy, and with Saturn and Venus in Aquarius, Aquarius loves to serve. Aquarius is an energy how can we find unity in the world? How can we come together as community, right? And so with Venus and Saturn, we may feel that we have responsibility to community, to the world. And again, this requires balance, because a lot of times we can get caught up outside of ourselves and in things that are not true or necessarily good for ourselves if we're not in touch with ourselves. So Mercury and Aries can help us remember who we are, remember what's true for us, while Venus and Saturn hanging out together in Aquarius can remind us that we're here for a purpose. We're here to lend our gifts to a purpose. And it's not meant to be a cookie cutter. It's not meant to look like everybody else's, right? So keep that in mind in and through these energies. Venus and Saturn coming together can also want us to feel secure, want commitment in relationship, in offering our gifts. So you may find some of that energy coming up in and through this energy. I'm definitely feeling this come up in regards to relationships, because as I'm looking at the chart, Venus, Saturn, and actually Juno are all together. Juno can represent, or Juno is an asteroid that does represent marriage energy. So there may be that feeling of like, where can I get community, or what is the word? Commitment. Sorry, lost the word. Where can I find that commitment? Can I commit to, I think it could be more than relationships, but even like this community or showing up in this community. Again, with the Aries energy, just make sure it's in alignment with who you are, that you're not selling yourself short, that you're not going outside of yourself in and through this energy. All right, let's look at these cards. I mentioned Moon in Pisces. The Moon moving into Pisces, like I said, is going to definitely bring anything goes. And if you've been having intense dreams, I've been having so many intense dreams lately, chances are the Moon moving into Pisces is going to kick it up a notch. We're going to have Moon, Jupiter, Moon, Jupiter, and Neptune. Mercury's playing with me right now in my mind. We're going to have Moon, Jupiter, and Neptune all hanging out in Pisces, and all can definitely increase those daydream energies. Joe picked a card before he left. He was like, can I pick a card for you today? And he picked the Awareness card, and this is definitely an Aries energy card, although it's the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, but it's moving forward towards victory. So we have some forward momentum. This forward momentum comes as we are being true to ourselves, body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. And what is it helping us do? Oh my goodness. We are working in our yang energies. We are finding balance in our spiritual self and our physical self, and breaking through these old chains. And both of these energies, one's the Emperor, one is a King. Really strong yang energy. So where are you being called to take aligned action in and for yourself? Where are you being called to move at this time? Spirit's like, I've got your back. Get yourself in alignment, and here we go. 2 cards left. I've got the Guilt card. There may be some interesting mental energies going on. Again, this may be even part of the Moon in Pisces, Moon moving into Pisces, even the Aquarius stuff. Watch your mind, watch your thoughts, see if they are supportive to yourself and who you are. Watch any projections you're picking up as well, like, shoo. Does that work? Shoo. Clear, right? Understanding, holding understanding for who you are. Holding understanding for your personal energy. That can be incredibly healing. I want to end this by showing you, I showed it the other day, but I am wearing my Live Gratitude tank top. It is so soft. It is so wonderful. It's so vibrantly colored. And the mantra for this one, I had it pulled up on my phone, and of course my phone's like, meh. The mantra is, my heart knows the way. I lead myself with loving trust. That is the mantra that is written on the side of this tank top. So check them out, Live Gratitude. Besides that, you can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.